Hello, Chatterms. How are we doing today? Konnichiwa! Minasan! Konnichiwa! How we doing, boys? How we doing today? We're just gonna shit. We're gonna sit and vibe, listen to some funky ass beats, funky ass beats. While we hang out, while I get stuff sorted, get things set up. Hope we are doing swell today. Konnichiwa, minasan. It's the other way around, isn't it? I'm a little stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. We got the multi-chat up. We got the game description up. We're gonna figure out what we're doing. Forever Skies is kind of what we're going to be popping into afterwards. Not to be confused with Lost Skies. Two very different games with very similar themes. Weirdly enough. But we'll pop into Lost Skies real quick so I can show you guys the progress that I made. I did a little bit of off-camera mining, as you may call it. But before that, I do have something to show you guys. And before I show you precisely what I'm talking about, I do have to find the correct videos real quick. There's a lot going on in LA, apparently. On top of, well, just about anything you might expect. There was a guy setting fire to a warehouse. That came across my feed. I saw his original post of it, which is fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find that. At the very least, I found the aftermath of, rather a follow-up as to what occurred. And we're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a quick look. A little news time with Infernal, huh? Oh, something new. Something we don't really do that often. I know I'm a little bit late, by the way. Don't worry about it. And actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm a little early. Would you look at that? I started stream on time today. I've been pretty good about it. In fact, I was quite early on the YouTube side. Huh. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, chat? Would you believe it? Would you believe it? I sure wouldn't. I sure wouldn't. Alright, let's see. Stuff in my Steam sale. Stuff in my Steam wish list is on sale, is what I meant to say. Such as Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, which I don't remember putting in there. Oh, Goblin Cleanup. I might be playing that with some friends soon-ish. We'll see. In any case, something important. Something very, very important. Let me pull this up. This is some footage from Truck 17 early this morning on a 6-alarm fire across the street with neighboring departments. Can job. This is from a fire truck. And it's some crazy music to put over it, considering what caused this to go down. Goddamn, son. Goddamn. I hope everyone involved is okay. I hope everything is alright. I don't know if this is the same. Okay, this is not the same situation. Alright, we're gonna see if I can get a good... Okay, it's looking like it's not going to want to cooperate with me. However, we can show and tell this. We can show and tell this. All right, I do have to send a test in each chat real quick. So give me one moment here to make sure things are functioning as they should. All right, there's one. All right, and there's the other. See? All right, both tests showed up. Neither showed up on the screen, but that's okay. All right. We're gonna... Oh, you know what? I have an alarm going off. 1 second. You see, chatters, when you sleep like I do, you set a few, and then you forget about it. And then you get messed up. All right, show and tell, that's not what I want. Webcam is not what I want either. We're going to put in a new display capture. All right. So, automatic. I think I want this one. Nope, this one. All right. All right, you guys get to see a little bit. Here's the Instagram, right? Here's Instagram. See this fire? I turn the desktop down a little bit. So, this came across my page. And you might be wondering, what is the relevance of this? Why are you showing us this video, this random building burning down? Well, because the cause wasn't so random. Cute Animals, yes, you are the first to come into the stream. Hello. That video I just showed you, though, is from the fire department that is controlling a warehouse fire. At least from what I understand. I could be incorrect here. But I'm pretty sure this is the exact same warehouse that a few reels prior to this, I saw... I was just scrolling through Instagram Reels as I do. I was in bed before the stream, taking a little nap, as I am wont to do. And popping into Instagram Reels, scrolling by, and I see a video of a guy setting toilet paper rolls on fire inside of a warehouse. And he's talking about not getting paid enough. Let me see if I can find this video. It's toilet paper on fire. So, yes, I think this was in Ontario, California. This is as of today, and or last night.
And we have new developments this morning.
Let's see if this is the correct. Yep. Okay, I found it. All right, we have a little news reel to play for you guys. We're gonna go to whole screen. And weirdly enough, it's not gonna be this screen for long. Just give me a moment. We're gonna do a new window capture. Okay. So it's gonna be this. All right. So you see this? Wonderful. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see this. Because this is crazy, by the way. This is fucking wild. Foreshadow is already device. The writers used to indicate future events through subtle hints. Exactly. So the way, yeah, I'll kind of re-explain exactly what occurred for me to stumble across this. Okay. Before the stream, I'm in bed, right? Picture it. Picture it in your mind's eye. You're in bed, you're scrolling through Instagram Reels, and you see a video of a guy setting fire to toilet paper rolls in a warehouse. It's a full stack of them. Now, in my brain, my little Boy Scout brain, I'm thinking, well, if it catches, because toilet papers, you know, depend on the kind of toilet paper. If it's thin enough, it might just go up in flames. If it's thick enough, it might fizzle out if it doesn't, like, fully catch. If it all catches, the amount of mass that is there, including the plastic, which at high enough temperatures will straight up just turn into fuel. will just burn as if it was gasoline, right? It because it basically turns into gasoline vapors when you heat up like plastic that much. Anyways, right? He is setting fire to this toilet paper roll like tower, and we'll get to see the little clip of that in a minute here. But it's just going up, and he sets fire to another one, and another one, and like it keeps cutting between different, like he keeps cutting the video of like, you should have paid us more, setting fire while he's setting fire to one. It's like, this is what you get for not paying us a living wage, while he's setting fire to another one. And you know what? I'm kind of on his side in that regard. But it is crazy because there were 20 people in the building. So let's roll the news clip. Let's roll the news clip.
In this massive warehouse fire that started yesterday in
Ontario, California.
LA has been on top of since it started, and now
this is a very reasonable crash out. Yeah.
Posted by the man accused of arson. NBC4's Lauren Coronado has been on this since the fire started. So, Lauren, the video is disturbing with what we see, but also what we hear.
All right, we're gonna
massive warehouse fire, right? That happened Tuesday overnight. Well,
Tuesday.
Right now,
all right, 2 days ago.
Still items inside of the building on fire. You can see those active flames.
Because you could tell he was doing it at night.
See a lot of smoke still hovering right over the warehouse.
Wow, damn. Still smoldering today, I think. Because this is, I believe, 5 hours ago. Okay, wait. Let me get you guys a full screen view of this. And listen to what he's saying, because real.
You know, if you're not going to pay us enough to live or afford to live, at least pay us enough not to do this.
At least pay us enough not to do this shit. There goes your inventory.
Shocking video posted to social media showing.
All right, so they cut it up themselves as well. But he keeps repeating that as he's going down the pallets in the original, which I got on my reels. He posted it on his on reels, and I came across it randomly.
In the video, just about 10 minutes right before that fire started.
Look, I just met him that night, and from talking to him with the 2 hours I was working.
Oh, it's just another dude he's working with.
This coming at all? Because if he had the ability to snap that, do all that stuff, this makes me think, what else he could have done.
Yeah.
A scary thought.
Fair enough.
Police officers say 29-year-old Shamil Abdul Kareem,
29. Virgin on 30, can't afford shit. Yeah.
Held without bail. Back out here live as you continue.
Fair enough.
This building smoldering. It is possible that the accused arsonist could be in court for his first court appearance today within the next few hours.
All right. Well, anyways, this whole situation came across naturally to me, which I found very interesting, because I rarely get news stories in my Instagram reels, and it was just the way that it came about was so serendipitous, right? Because I found his original video first, and I was like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. I kind of hope this is fake. But on one hand, like, I vibe with the sentiment of they're not paying him enough. He's going to fuck up their whole business. But on the other hand, you have like 20, there were, I think they said 20 other people in the building, right? 20 other people. And so, like, we don't know if he helped get them out. It doesn't sound like he went around and talked to everybody. So, it's a little like, well, you could have seriously hurt somebody. So there's that aspect of it. If you're going to do it, at least tell everybody get out of the building first, or at least, like, if you're going to start it and then realize, like, just tell them to get out. Tell people that's going on, right? So they have a chance to get out safely. Thankfully, it seems like from the reporting, no one was injured or died. Thank God. But I came across his video first, and I was like, damn, that's fucked. Next video I come across is a clip from like a similar news broadcasting channel from the night after, or the night of and the day after, and it's like, the fucking they're doing the same reportings thing of like, you know, the 20 people were inside but got out safely. It seems like nobody was harmed. There's a suspect that they have because of the video, because of the video that kind of blew up, I guess. And then, you know, there's all that. And then I'm scrolling through. I'm like, wow, that's a crazy story. And then I get hit with a third reel. And it's that Instagram reel that I showed you guys at the start here. This like, ain't no risk for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Like, over the fire. From the fire department that's putting it out. Wild song to choose. Because knowing the context of how this started, which I don't know that this firefighting company could have known that this was why it had, you know, that he set fire to this place because he wasn't making enough money. I don't know if they've seen that before and then posted it in reference, or they just posted it because ain't no rest for the wicked. It's a firefighting team. They, you know, they're working night and day, right? But it's so interesting. It's so funny to me that was the song they chose. The fire department fighting it chose that song to put on top of the footage of them putting out the fire. You know, I respect it. I don't care what the reason was, but the fact that Lady Luck smiled upon my Reels page today and blessed me with that is great. I am so happy. Yeah, it must have been a real... It was a real experience. It was a real experience. It was crazy. It was crazy. I wasn't expecting it this evening. And here we are, man. Here we are. All right. Well, in any case, we do have something we need to do. We're going to pull that up real quick. Make sure that's selected. These are... Yeah, okay. In any case, yeah. It was a crazy, crazy day. We are going to pop into Lost Skies real quick. And I'll show you guys what I've done to the ship. I've made some expansions. I've unlocked some more tech. And I got us to a new island. But we are starting to run into some performance issues. It is early access, so these things are kind of expected, unfortunately. But it's just kind of unfortunate that we're having to deal with this currently. And I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, game's up. I can show you guys again. Get rid of that. But yeah, fucking wild. Fucking wild. All right. I hope y'all's day is going well. There we are. Because mine is fantastic. I've cleared out some of this Skyland already. What's going on? Is that that is what's happening. Alright. I've made some cannon turrets, as you can see. Let's see if I can... Yeah, destroy that. That one's already destroyed. Alright. That's where that battle music is coming from, is that artillery. It's been a nice day, came back to school, just went straight into a weekend. Nice, nice, nice. Came back to school, just go straight back to the weekend, yeah. No, yeah. Having the break is lovely. That sounds great. I'm not dreading the work week. My work week is weird. It's the weekends. But, you know, it's still work. So, there's a little apprehension there. To be going out and expending my energy to do shit. Unfortunately, I can't do this for a living yet, so... I had to deal with it. I know. Working like a normal person. Tragedy. Truly a tragedy. But let me give you the tour of the new ship. It's based off the old design, the same one that we had last stream. But yeah, we have a new rudder sail, or a new rudder fin there. I replaced these. Oh, we'll go follow that guy in a minute. I replaced these side wings with some newer paneled ones and gave them some new wingtips. We have a bigger side sail here, and we have these 3 sails. This one is off center just because I built it really quickly to get out of a tough situation. Truly terrible. I do not know what I will do without the constant stream of Lost Guys content. Oh, the horrors. Well, I'm glad someone's thinking of me, you know? But yeah, I built these cannons. 2 cannons, like big cannons that I can cycle between, and then this turret. I might just go down to 1 just because it's like a little annoying to cycle between both of them since I'm only 1 person. So I have to like manually toggle between them, and it's a little confusing for my little teeny brain. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, and then this body section obviously has been expanded out a little bit, so I have more room in here to put storage. I unlocked a new storage crate that's actually a decent size. And unlocked a few schematics here and there, but nothing crazy, nothing wild. Honestly, nothing crazy new. Just kind of more of the exploring and more of the same. Technically, what we're supposed to be doing next is destroying an arbiter, which is the big guy that we saw like at the start. Looks great. Would sail the 7 seas with. Wonderful. That's what I wanted to hear. At some point I may do a redesign that's thinner, like just taller, so that like it's actually too tall going all the length. And then like maybe a little cockpit up here that's like extended up. I was kind of feeling that out in my head, and I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And that way we could have just like side sails or something. That'd be pretty cool, and we could have a little bit of interesting stuff going on with that. We have engines unlocked, but there is a problem. In order to use engines, you need a fuel tank. So the fuel tank, we need fuel intake manifolds. Now these we get from Green Pines, which is I don't think we can get there yet. I'm not sure. And the Arbiter. I think it's a crafting recipe you're just supposed to get after defeating the Arbiter. So, it's gonna be a little interesting to get there. Also, I like how the bottom front bit looks like a reflection of the top. Yeah, I like it too. I like this little V shape. You see it in some older warships, some old metal warships, and I really like that design. Though typically this section on the bottom for like actual like seafaring ships would be rounded to help with buoyancy, I think. I forget. And aerodynamics, obviously. But they're really cool. They're really cool. I just kind of had that image in my mind and I wanted to do it. But in any case, we do still have more stuff to explore in this island, so we're going to go do that. And we may run into the lag issue that I was running into before. And if we do, I think I'll call it there for Lost Skies, and then we'll move on to Forever Skies, the other Skies game we'll be playing today, potentially. And we'll see how we're doing there. But there is an issue that I've noticed where later, the further, like the longer I play the game, right? I don't know if it's like an LOD issue where things are loading in and not despawning, or something along those lines. Aqua dynamics. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's like an issue of things loading in and not despawning or whatever it might be. But essentially what's occurring is occasionally, like, maybe at like the hour mark, 30-minute mark, I don't know, somewhere in that range, we'll start to see some lag spikes pop up. And at some point, every time I swap weapons, we will generate a giant lag spike. So every time I go from like 4 to 5, like doing that will generate a lot of lag. I have a theory as to why this is happening. I think it's because of the way they have the way, like, you take out weapons set up. So, like, I think they're spawning in the models the second, like, you swap, like, right there, boom, it spawns it in, and it's not preloading the models beforehand. Now, for those who don't know, I went to school for game art and know a little bit about optimization. I don't know too much in depth, but I'm pretty sure a better way to do it would potentially be to just turn it invisible and not invisible, and just swap out some animations here and there. But I'm not in their studio, and I don't know what their workflow is like, so maybe that's not a viable solution at all. But in any case, whatever the reason, swapping weapons causes lag later. Like, the longer I play, the more lag it causes. It's very strange. And again, I think it's just because it has to spawn in a new 3D model every time. So it's just kind of, it's kind of just putting strain on the system. Which, you know, it is early access. Again, early access game. Things are still being worked on. I mean, the game has changed so much since I first played it, when it first dropped. Early access was first kind of announced. We are very far from that now. So, you know, yeah, makes sense. Or preloading somewhere outside the map until bringing it to a player. Yeah, that wouldn't necessarily... That would be a good idea, except for the fact that I think loading outside of the map might cause more... Or it might cause different issues. Just because you can see so far out in this, because all the islands are floating, you don't have, like, a ground plane that you can just hide it under. Personally, one of my favorite tricks for this is to, whenever you're not using a weapon that's in your hotbar, you shrink it down super small, and you put it inside the character. Or inside their hand. And you just shrink it down so, like, it's less than, like, a pixel. And you actually, like, can't see it. And then, when you need to swap to it, you just reset the scale to the right scale. And it just works. And that way, it's always loaded in. It's always loaded in. But, it just changes scale. That's a really fun way to do it. I did learn that when I was doing some animation work, because, like, you don't want to be spawning stuff in the middle of your animation, and you need to have keyframes for everything, and everything has to be, like, if you're picking up a staff, or spawning a staff, or, like, getting a gun out of a holster, sometimes that's what you'll do. Typically when you can hide it, like, if they're reaching behind their back to grab, like, a knife or something, that's a super easy spot to just, like, you know, make a knife that was super tiny, big in their hands, and, like, oh, they drew it. No, it just expanded in their hand. Very silly, but fun. Alright, but we have a little bit of lore to read through. Let's see. I placed together a few details about Gaul. The island of Gaul was located in the warm sea south of Djibouti, and west of the continent Kyoki. Its people were known for their obsession with science and discovery, with a lot of power. Oh, wait, I think I already knew this one. Oh, wait, no, this is new. It was often referred to as the Black Isle, with both soil and rock in distinct dark shade of color. Beaches of black sand were popular sightseeing destinations, the most popular of which was the city of Eflua, the largest on Gaul. Gaul was a matriarchal society. Many high-ranking positions in education and government were held by women, though men were relied on for hard labor jobs, keeping the country running efficiently and ensuring research projects went on uninterrupted. But yeah. Using the microscopic shrink ray to minimize lag is not something I expected to learn today. Yeah, there's a lot of really fun optimization tech that you can learn for games in general. I can actually point out a few things here after we get out, because I do love dissecting games now that I know what to look for. And I am by no means an expert, but now that I know roughly what to look for, I can kind of speculate. So it's pretty fun. All right, I don't really want to read the rest of this right now, but clicking on those saves it to my journal, so we can always look back at them if we want to. All right, we can level up the shipyard again, which might be a thing to do. Boost weight and energy capacity might be good. We already have the Atlas Enhancer. I don't know. We can learn how to make that. Soon we'll get to make the wing glider and the good grappling hook and pure steel. Lore later, gameplay now. Yeah, exactly. Maybe when it gets later at night, we can do a little bit of a Lost Skies lore run through, do some speculating or something. But we'll level up at the shipyard because I think overall that's probably going to be more useful in the long run. Also, yeah, the map table. I unlocked this, but we can't make it for a while here, unfortunately. Just because we don't have hologram projectors or glass, and we don't have the ability to make those yet. We don't have those schematics unlocked, and we don't unlock those for a little while, I don't think. So we'll see. But yeah. Ooh, yeah, story time. Hell yeah. I meant to do that with the Calamity mod pack, to read through all of Drayden's stuff at the end, because he has like the lore breakdowns of everything. So maybe we'll do a little bit of a lore extravaganza later. Such a fucking child. Hey man, I love a good video essay story time, you know? I was actually thinking about this earlier. I saw a really good edit, kind of lightly related to the topic at hand. But there was a really, really cool edit of, weirdly enough, the ending from the Lego movie, which is honestly, the Lego movie, I forgot how solid of like a kids and parents watch that is. Like, that movie was great, man. And it's also just beautiful to look at. And funny, but, you know, it's also kid humor a little bit here and there. But I think it's pretty good for parents as well. And the ending to that movie, God, it nearly made me cry the first time I saw the movie. I think it did make me cry, actually. It was like, it's just a beautiful, beautiful scene. But, like the we are the special, like everyone is the special. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But in any case, it made me think about, I've had this script bumping around in my Google Docs folder for a video on the Dark Souls series as a whole. Dark Souls 3 specifically, because that's the game that meant the most to me, means the most to me currently. That's the game I have a tattoo of. Oh, the bonfire from that game I have on my arm, and the I have the hollow sign as part of that. It also has a reference to Elden Ring, just because I do love Elden Ring. But it's primarily a Dark Souls 3 tattoo. Dark Souls in general, but Dark Souls 3 primarily. Any case, that game means a lot to me, and what it did for me in my life. I have a script running around in my head that I've kind of poked at and not fully finished, but kind of, you know, played around with a bunch of times, and I think I have a really good concept for it now. And so maybe we'll see a video essay or two come from me. I have wanted to branch out and do that on the main channel, so we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Reminds me of the one video I saw a while ago, the Lego Movie, Communist Propaganda. I guess if you really wanted to stretch it that way, yeah. That feels like the most redneck American take of like, well, they're talking about something or other where everybody's special, but I know that's not true. Yeah, you can't have everything nice. Like some bullshit like that. As is the American dream to destroy people's dreams for some reason. I don't know why Southern men specifically love to do that, but they really love just calling people sissies and saying their dreams are stupid. I don't know, man. It's a stereotype, but you know. It's one that I found quite true from the conservative males in the South. Very silly. They're not real people. As of currently, it's the American Nightmare. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's very fun times out here in the U.S. old of A. U.S. old of A. USA of old. Reverting to the olden times because those were the best times. And that's a fact. Alright. Let me refill these cannon stacks. I think this is my... Yeah. Okay. I think this is technically the stronger cannon. I forget. Yeah, it has less mobility, but if we're broadsiding. It's better. And then this one is my plinker. And then this is the mega plinker, which is supposed to shoot down smaller projectiles and take little shots. You can aim them from the helm, actually. If you just hold right-click, it immediately pops you into one. But you have to toggle between them. You don't fire all of them, so... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's a little cooked, but that's fine. Dying in my 20s because of untreated venomous snake bite. The good old times. Yes. Yes. Dying of dysentery more likely, though. I mean, snake bites are one of those weird things where unless they have the right anti-venom, you're kind of fucked. Thankfully, if it's a snake from the region, they're gonna have the anti-venom at, like, every emergency such and such, if it's common, like, for people to get bit there. But, like, from what I remember reading about, like, it is a really tough, like, solve if you're, like, get bit by something that's not native to the area or that's really rare to get anti-venom for, because they have to make anti-venom out of the venom from the snake, from what I remember. Unless technology's changed in the past however long since I've read that thing. And so it's, like, really hard to get proper anti-venom. And so, like, you just have to kind of hope that you can get there in time, because it's still very dangerous. So, just so you know, just because we have modern tech doesn't mean you can be all relaxed when you get bit by a snake. Not that you would be relaxed, but rush to the hospital regardless, you know? That type of deal. Ooh, more energy efficiency? No. Wood cloud mount? No. Civil War and propeller? No. I already have this one. We'll learn the metal roof. Fuck it, I guess. I don't need layered wood. I already have this one. This is literally just decorative. Love that. Layered wooden panel. Oh, God, I had so many of those. I should just made one. Nah, screw it. I'll learn the tail sail. Wingtip. Resilience and aerodynamics. That's not bad. Okay. And I want to keep these two because they do look interesting, but I don't want to spend my points on them just yet because we don't get them that often. I'm like hesitant, you know. Speaking of, I should be putting. I just realized this literally just now that this should go in the schematics chest. I'm gonna keep these on me for a split second because I do want to upgrade some schematics. Namely, where's the big kahuna? The one that I'm going to be using to plink away. Oh, wait. Is it actually... Huh. Okay, well, now that I'm looking at it, the Rapidar might be the... Hold on. Are you the shit one? Oh, hold on a second. Let me take all the ammo out just in case it doesn't give that back to me. Never know with early access. Give me your resources. Ow, my legs. Okay. Well, in any case. We're gonna move you. The reason I'm facing them one way or the other is so that they can aim properly, so that because their turning radius is limited. So you'll notice I can only go so far one way and so far the other. So we want to make sure... Okay, we're going to aim it so that it's all the way over on that. Also, I recently defeated a nameless deity on my own. Good job! Holy shit! Congratulations. We stand on the same precipice of greatness. I'm proud. I'm proud of my chat. Alright. Now we're going to move it over here, and let's see if we can aim properly. Not great, but we can aim. I'm honestly... What if... This is kind of a crazy idea. That would be so stupid. But what if, though? What if we started, like, putting them inside? Wait. Wait. Brain Blast. We have this underside. We're not doing anything, right? What if... What if... I did have, like, 50 different accessories on, but it's a step. I believe in you. You'll get there. Every step closer is... You know, like, once you defeat it once, it, like... You know, it, like, unlocks it in your brain, you know? That's what I like to believe, at least. That's how I often feel about it. Alright, I need... You know what? Alright. It might be time. It might be time, gamers. I think we build a new ship. This ship is cool and awesome and epic. But I think we build a second ship. I think we build a... like a battle barge, essentially. What do we think? I think that might be... it might be time. Because this ship is great. However, it's a bit outdated. So I'm thinking... Let's grab all the bronze we got. Let's grab all the steel that we have. Because I think steel actually might be better. I don't remember. In real world metallurgy, it would be. But who cares? We're going to grab... We need to go grab a shit ton of pine wood. A bigger, wider one. A longer one. Yes. We're going to go for length. Because length is super important. Anyways, we're gonna build, yeah, a bigger one, a longer one. And to make things simple, I think I will make a secondary shipyard so that we don't have to destroy this ship and worry about immediately ferrying shit across. Like, and just piling it on the ground. We're gonna make a second shipyard with a cooler. We're gonna make it cooler. I'll make my own casino with blackjacks. Blackjacks. Really? Really? Blackjacks. That's what my brain decided to autofill? Okay. You know, sometimes the brightest minds are dull as a match. And that's okay. Alright, let's grab my lead. I'm gonna use that for building purposes. Temporary building purposes. You'll see what I mean. I need an Atlas crystal or 2. I have 3 of them, so whatever. And a printing matrix. Alright. We're gonna do shipyard. Level 3, baby! Don't make it out of bronze. That would be stupid. Let's go find a spot. I have a joke, but I don't know if there's moderation. You can joke. I am the mod. I am the moderation. It'll probably auto-flag at worst case, so it'll be fine. It won't ban you or anything. I control that. I wanted to have full control over it. Here at Infernal Zero Industries, we have intense scrutinization, such as personal reviews. Alright. We're gonna build as a girl who sucked her own penor can't confirm. Length matters. Damn right. Damn right. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Alright. Create new ship. We're gonna go brand spanking new. Alright, is it gonna just use whatever I have? Probably not. Alright. Hold on. Let's not make the same mistake I did last time. Okay, that's 7 of the 14. We can go long with this. Alright. Wow, we went up from 10 to 14? Or 12 to... Okay, maybe it was just 12 to 14. 1, 2, 3... Okay, so we would be missing 1 if we did that. This might be good to have, and then we do this. Or this. No, that's stupid. We put it back here. And then we have like a gun back or something. We can go even further beyond. Exactly. Now, as space efficient as this would be to just max out squares, that's stupid and not cool looking. So what do we need to do? Fix it. I also just realized this isn't going to work for what I want to do. We can't have it be wide. Let's make it tall. Okay, maybe a little bit wide. Maximum number of ship sections. Oh, right. so 3 sections, looks like, there. Okay, hold on. So let's figure out what we can... So I can make it too tall like this, or we do something like that. No, that's a little stupid. I do like this. This kind of like, I don't know, like hook shape. And we could put guns down here. Like on this section specifically. I want to keep the alligator mouth. Not space sufficient at all, but you know. Who cares? Okay, we want a point. We need that point to come out further. Yeah, looks good. Yeah. Alright, good, good. We have confirmation. A little bit of a mirror of the last ship that we just were in. But that's good, you know? All good designs stem from great predecessors, you know? Alright, and we're gonna thin this down to about as thin as I want it to be at the front. Okay, we're gonna thin it down again. We want that to be even thinner. Do we want it to match? I think we want it to mirror a little bit. We'll go one thicker just to have a little bit more leeway here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're gonna take that in one more. Okay, we're gonna keep playing around with this until we get somewhere we 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I kind of like this weird little shape that we got going on. All right. Good. Now we just need to 1, 2 make sure it tapers out properly. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's at max. Good. All right. So we want this to be at max. We're going to go in 1, 1, 2. And then, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. I cannot wait for the day we have 30 sections or even 40. I don't know what it goes up to yet. Yeah, I don't know what our max possible is. But if it's even remotely close to that, count me in, bro. Okay. Kind of looking like a Star Wars ship almost. I don't know how I feel about. That's pretty sick though. That came out wrong. Don't worry about it. Also, this is a oh man. Okay, here's a fun one. All right. Class, who can tell me why when I hover over this and in general this little preview looks so fucked up and wrong? Who can tell me? Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why that looks wrong? I'm gonna call on you, cute animals. Give me an answer. Doesn't have to be right. Give me your best shot. Why does this cause a rendering issue? Why specifically? Because of the glitched panels. Alright. So, let me... It's folding. Folded. Yes! Yes. Okay. You're getting on the right track there. Let me professor a little bit here. So, the reason this rendering glitch happens, and you'll notice this in a lot of games, if you have a 4-sided object that has a corner that folds inwards, like towards, like, has an angle that is, as opposed to, like, here, I'll immediately fix it. Ready? Let's go out. Just, boom, gone. Right? Immediately fine. Well, that's interesting. Well, that's because this is actually a really great example of how the vector system works for modeling, 3D modeling. So, whenever you're making a polygon, which is what this is, because it's a shape with sides, it's a polygon. It's a 4-sided polygon. But whenever you're making polygons, to render it properly, the computer divides it up into triangles, because it really likes to render between 3 points, right? But 4-sided shapes are kind of more common for us because they define about as much information as you want to for, let's say, if I wanted to divide this in half, if I had to make it out of triangles, it'd be a pain in the ass, because you'd have like 2 triangles. Like, let's say there was a line going between these 2 points. If I wanted to just put a line that goes straight up and down, right? If I'm trying to divide that, well, how does the computer math that out? It'd have to, like, take the middle point of this, and like, do math and draw a line between there. But it'd have to be referencing 2 separate polygons. Too much work, right? I knew there's a reason cubes are the most popular shapes. Yes, this is why every blending, like Blender or 3D modeling software starts with a cube most of the time. Like, that's your basic object, is because 4-sided polygons are the basis of 3D modeling as a whole. I might be able to show some of my work at some point here. But in any case, when you're working with polygons, the easiest shape to work with is a 4-sided polygon, right? Because you have, 4 little nodules you can push and pull. So like I can put this down one, I can put this up, I can, stretch it in and out, all that fun stuff. And you can subdivide it. So if I cut across, well, now you have 2 squares, or, well, 2 rectangles, right? 2 4-sided polygons. Or if I cut it in half this way, I have 4 in total. So if I do both, I have a little cross shape in the middle. Well, now you have a vector here. You'd have a vector here, a vector here, and a vector here. So now you're cutting it in half and half. So now you have 4 separate cubes, right? Or 4 separate squares, right? Sick. Awesome. Easy to mess around with, easy to play with. A lot of rendering software, though, the way we divide it up is it'll take those squares, it'll take each one of these squares, and draw a line from corner to corner. Now, it can be random. Typically, it likes to go long ways, so it'll take this path, right? Because it can, it'll take either this way or this way, right? And it doesn't really matter, because it's a flat plane. There's no depth, there's no fuckery going on, right? This is kind of normal. Now, if I turn off the mirror axis, right? No mirror axis, right? And now I grab this point, and I push it down one. Uh-oh. Now it matters where that triangle goes. Because if you draw a line from here to here and divide it that way, right? Well, it gets a little weird. Because you're going down a slope, so like it's a little, you have this one triangle that would be flat, right? And then you'd have this triangle that this vector is slightly down. But that's okay. It can render that. It can handle it. It knows that, well, ideally, that's the best line to put for there, because there's a bend right here that pushes this corner down, right? This corner is going down. You need a bending point. Think of it like origami, right? Origami, but you're working with like sheet steel. So you need like a little bend there to get that corner down. So it needs to draw that bend, that curve, like that crease somewhere, right? The problem is, well, sometimes the program doesn't really want to do it this way. It just doesn't recognize it. It doesn't know what the best practice is. It doesn't know what you're trying to get across. It just knows that it has to draw a triangle from here at one corner to one corner and get the job done. So what might end up happening if you don't subdivide it yourself is a line will get drawn from this corner to this corner. And now we have a bit of a problem. If you wanted a V dip where this is a low point and then this goes up on either side, great, that's what you got. But if you wanted that nice crease along this edge and then just this side going down, well, now it's not going to render correctly, right? It's going to draw that flat plane so that now there's 2 sloped triangles instead of one that's flat and then one that goes down. It's interesting. I'm getting a call. Hold on. What do you want?
I see you're streaming.
Yes, I'm streaming. I'm doing lessons with chat right now. I'm teaching them about 3D modeling.
Oh, really?
Yes.
For what are you modeling right now?
I'm not modeling anything.
3D?
I'm playing Lost Skies, and it has the shipbuilder is actually a really good allegory for, like, it's basically 3D modeling in a nutshell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got off work early, and I'm gonna head upstairs, take a shower, and then I'll hop on.
Okay. I might play this for a little while, and then I'll hop on.
All right, that's cool too.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely,
See,
I'll
you
be
don't like
down.
me anymore.
Huh?
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 I'm just fucking with you.
Oh. All
All
right.
right. Well, I'm gonna hop into VC whenever I get done. So I'll see you, man.
Sure. Yes, sir. All right. We'll be joining him later. Let me go into this. Konnichiwa. That's my server join. All right. Anyways, yes. So, anyways, that's why dividing it into triangles is like that. You need to keep that in mind. Now, why does this cause a graphical glitch? Well, let's think about it, right? If I need to like subdivide this shape here, okay, that's easy. If I draw a line here from this corner to this corner, it's a flat plane. Doesn't matter. We're good, right? This is a triangle here. Boop, boop, boop. Or if I, divided it this way, these are two triangles here. Boop, boop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? I wish I could draw on my screen easily, but can't really. Anyways, right? So like this would be an unideal split from here to here. So like if I was controlling the lines myself and I was doing it myself to make sure that it rendered the way I wanted, I might cut it from here to here and make these into triangles manually, right? Just to make it nice and even. But it could automatically, and that's what this game is doing, right? Is it's just doing all of this automatically and kind of predicting what the result should be, right? This is what 3D programs will do to your model unless you specify where you want those cuts, right? So it will subdivide it down to a triangle regardless if it is not already a triangle. So, why does this become a problem when you make an inverted angle like this? Well, let's think about it, right? Shit. Now we have a triangle that has a corner here and here, or sorry, a polygon. We have a four-sided polygon that has a corner here, and the other two corners are here and here. So, if I were to manually subdivide this, clearly my intended shape is a little kind of L, almost, like this angular L, right? So I would draw a line from here to cut it, like that. That way, it knows to render this triangle like this, and this triangle like that, right? Following these lines. Because that makes sense, right? We want this, we don't want anything sticking out here. But the program doesn't know that. So, one of the ways that it can, and sometimes does, cut, especially when these are the furthest apart, is it will cut long ways. Now, do you see a problem with drawing a straight line between these 2 points? When I hover over it, you'll see it. Boom! There's the triangle it's trying to draw. Mind-blowing, right? That's exactly what we've been talking about this entire time. It's trying to subdivide this into 2 triangles. But the problem is, it can't. If it does this, it means it has to add geometry out here. But that's not what it wants to render, because there's a little vector point right here that's kind of fucking with it. And so you get this weird collapsing effect, right? Where you have this glitchy edge, because it's like, well, I want to draw this line so that we have a full beam going across here, but also the support needs to come inwards, and so it collapses in on itself, and it doesn't look right. So that's kind of the reason why it does that, which is really cool. It's really fun that you can see it in real time. You can see this little what it's trying to do in real time, real space. It's also the reason that if you have a polygon where the 4 vectors are on like a different x and y value for each one, it gets a little weird. I could, like, if you, like, this was up and this was down and this was like in between somewhere, it's like it wants to draw a triangle to nicely cut those, and you're not going to have this nice flat plane anymore. It gets a little weird. Anyways, it's trying to draw a triangle. It's trying to split everything up into triangles, and it can't. And so it gets a little fucky-wucky. You'll even see it, like, if we barely cross the threshold. Like, if we're starting to get to a straight line here, it doesn't like it. So, like, straight line, it's like, okay, that's fine. You see a little bit of weirdness. And then the second we tip over, boom. You see that weird collapsed edge. Yeah, so that's an interesting... See? Look, watch this. Ready? If it would let me... Boom, gone. There, gone. There, gone. It's really cool. Anyways, we're going to try and avoid that as best we can. And I think, honestly, squaring this off towards the front is kind of fine. And then we might not even round off the back as much. We might just do this type of shape. Something like that. I like that. The most productive night of my life so far. Let's go! My degree came in handy. For once. I'm glad I could teach something interesting. All right, I think, yeah. So like this one, this is a great example of a little bit of a weird rendering thing, right? So it's going to choose, or in an ideal world, right, it would choose between drawing a line here and here, or here and here. But the way that this engine kind of works, or the way their building engine works, it doesn't really do it that well, so it's going to get a little clunky. But we'll see which one it picks. So this will be a fun little test because of like the thing where I was saying, like, you know, they're all on different planes here. Well, now it has to pick. So it's looking like right now the one that it wants to do is the corner here and here. And then we'll have a triangle that's this plane, and then one that's this plane. So we'll see. And then you'll see it's doing the opposite on this side. So it's drawing here and here. Now it wants a triangle here and a triangle here. So it's interesting. Cool to see. It's cool to see in real time. But yeah. Anyways. It's literally, yeah, it's demonstrating the two, you know, versions I was talking about. Like, this is the one way that it would cut it. This is the other way. It's really cool, actually. Kind of glad it did that. But if we want to avoid that, all we have to do is straighten it out and give it a little bit more, leeway with what we're trying to achieve here. So let's at least line this up. We'll make it easy on it for once. We'll line it up with that. It'll feel a little chunkier at the front, but that's not honestly that bad of a thing. And honestly, we might even bring that out one there, just to have it even, yep, have it a little bit easier, an easier time. All right, cool. I'm cool with that. I also like this little inverted trapezoid, like where we have one that's like that and one that's like that. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, it's gonna do the same thing here, which is a little unavoidable, but that's okay. Let's stop stalling. Back to the shipyard. This one is gonna be, what do we want to call this? The first one we made was Thresher 01. Second one that we were just on was Cragmaw 2, because the number is just going to be the version, right? What do we want to use or call this next one? Give me a suggestion. What do we got? You got any good ideas? I've been kind of thinking of this kind of seafaring, or like fish almost. Fish and crab theming because of the little face we put on it. Hence Thresher and Cragmaw. So what do we wanna call this next one? Mako. Mako's pretty good. We could do Mako. We could do like a shark themed one. Krager 03. Sure, we'll do Krager. That's a cool name. I do like Krager. It's like Thresher and Cragmaw, or the Thrashmaw 3. Thrashmaw. You know what? Thrashmaw is a good one. Thrashmaw 03. Well, you know what? We'll do, yeah, we'll do 03. Thrashmaw's fun. Krager, I think, is like the next step up. We'll save Krager for later. Krager for later. All right, cool. Boom. We need 200 wood. Oh god. For this, is that gonna affect the total weight? Doesn't look like it's going to change anything. Alright, we'll figure it out. We have enough metal, though. We just need 100 more wood. This thing's going to be sick when it's done. Look at that! Look at that shape! Look at that shape going on. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go get some trees. Yeah, baby! Down we go. Sorry if I'm yelling into the mic. Got a lot of energy today. I didn't sleep at all last night, and so my energy spikes. And then I will crash. And then I'll have a bad day tomorrow. But that's okay. That's just sometimes how it goes. I'm liking that we're getting a lot of pure pine wood from this island. It does mean that repairs will be a little bit harder. That's okay. God, I do love this game, man. I really want to get a squad together to play it, but I don't know enough people that are interested in it, or that have it. But I will one day put it together. That's normal pine wood. I'm kind of hoping we can make it all out of pure pine wood. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if it like changes anything about it. And also, metallurgy-wise... See, I know like a lot of really silly fun facts about a lot of silly things. I love blacksmithing, and so I know a bit about metals and their tolerances. If I remember correctly, bronze... The reason we had a Bronze Age, right, is because copper and tin, relatively easy to come by. Or at the very least... We had a lot of like copper tools and stuff happening already because copper is such a malleable metal. You can melt it down super easily. You can like, you know, put it in a campfire and heat it up enough to where it's forgeable and kind of movable. You can do that. You can do it cold, in fact, and that's most likely how the first copper tools were made. Was not even over a fire, not even warmed up, because we didn't really know that that's what would affect metal. In terms of malleability. Because, you know, we were cavemen for a long time. But, like, the first copper tools, it's like that because it's like, oh, this is easier to meld and shape than stone, and it still is sharp and holds an edge, or, you know, it holds a shape. So we had, you know, copper tools for a while. And then, once we started by accident or on purpose, I don't know if we know precisely why or how. We probably don't know why. We started mixing metals. Probably some mad scientists. We're all curious folk, you know, humans. So some mad scientists mixing metals, and copper and tin got mixed together, and turns out bronze. Oh. It's just like slightly, it's harder than copper, but it's still very malleable. You can still, you know, adjust it, but it's more resilient. It's more resistant to dings and scrapes and shit like that. I can't chop that down. And so we started the Bronze Age, where, you know, we can kind of make more drilling tools now. We can make more kind of earth-shaping tools, better swords. Metallurgy was kind of advancing. We realized, oh, we can do this with more metals. We started advancing in that regard. And bronze, you know, bronze cuirasses, like breastplates and things like that were being made, things of that nature. It was kind of a, you know, a lot of innovations came from bronze. And at the same time, we're starting to discover, you know, iron in bog iron, I think, was the first that we kind of came across, which the Vikings and Scandinavians used, which is really cool. Bog iron, fun fact, is formed from bacteria, like microbes, that eat, you know, whatever their food is, I forget precisely, like minerals and whatnot, and they secrete iron as a byproduct. And so they're in these bogs, these marshes, and they turn the entire surrounding area into this kind of rusty red, like, soil and clay, right? And so bog iron was the first kind of iron that we really had like a lot of access to, because it was made by these bacteria that essentially shit out iron. So you can technically grow iron to a certain degree. Like, it's kind of wild to think about, but like iron is like one of the natural resources we can grow. Like you can do that with a few metals, but it's really crazy stuff. Look up bog iron if you ever want to learn about some of the first iron working stuff. But we learned how to refine that, but it was so hard to get all the pieces out that it was like kind of like Like you had all these like crusty bits, and you had a lot of slag, is what it was called. Is like there's these offshoots of like different minerals and rock that get stuck in the iron in the forging process. And so you had to beat out a lot of it, and then you would lose a lot of material that way, because the more you have to refine it down, the more material you lose, and less you can work with, which means you can't make as big of tools, which means it's harder to make swords. You kind of are stuck to like knives and like smaller little implements. But eventually we got good enough at it that we could start making tools that are bigger out of it. And we started realizing, oh, you know what? You need a higher heat to work with this stuff. We know that, you know, metal softens at high temperatures. Seems like iron, a little higher than the other metals we've been working with, copper and bronze and all that, and tin. So let's, you know, let's get to working on making more hotter fires and forges. And, you know, eventually we get to kind of the Iron Age, where we can start, we start making iron tools. And that produces, you know, kind of progresses naturally into steel making, which is just higher carbon, but like refined iron, which we didn't really, quote unquote, unlock for a long while. It reminds me of when Vikings forged swords with bones to fuse the soul of the weapon, when in reality it was just making something in the bone. Just making something in the bone, making it stronger. Yeah! So, like, weirdly enough, like, having mix-ins and, like, mix-ins. Like, it's fucking Ben and Jerry's! Like, this, oh, that does affect the weight. Okay, wait, but it doesn't affect the resilience. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go see... Probably gonna go grab some tin here, because tin is the lightest weight stuff we can make. But yeah, like, is adding different pieces for structural, like, structural capacity and whatnot is like, it kind of worked. Like, there is detriments to it for sure. If you go overboard with it, you could definitely compromise things. But like, a lot of like the crude metals and stuff, or like crude. Like bone things that we were reinforcing with other stuff. Like bone is a strong material. Bone is a strong material for what it is, for how light it is and all that. So like you can use it to, you know, great effect. It's really interesting. All right, 24, 23. I think we'll use pure tin to make this. Pure pine. Okay, there's not that much difference there. All right. Total weight. This guy's ship. Thrash Maw. We saved the blueprint as 03, so this will just be the... I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Thrash Maw 03. No, I didn't. We did it right. Okay, good. Ooh, sick. All right. So now begins the painstaking process of slapping a shit ton of essential stuff into it, which means we're going to need this, which we can make... I think steel might be the best for this. Let me think. Core energy goes up with tin because it's more conductive? No. Okay, wait. The resilience stays the same between bronze and tin. The core weight goes down. That goes up slightly. That's just the worst. All right, we'll just do it out of 10. Resilience-wise, steel is our best bet. It's not that much of a difference, but it does change how much it weighs. We're going to try and make this more lightweight. So we'll just make it out of 10. We'll put it where it was before. In the back. Yeah, in the back. You missed the 03, it's fine. Oh yeah, well, yeah, the schematic is 03, but the ship's name is just Thrashmaw. It'll be fine. We're good. We're good. Alright, found your ship helm. We'll make it out of tin again. Because again, the resilience on these parts doesn't necessarily matter as much. Alright. Perfect. Alright, now we can start, I think, scavenging off of the old lass. And moving it on over. We're going to test that theory, though, with this to start. Kind of wish I could have built it next to it, but that area is a no-build zone. Trust me, I tried. Yeah! Alright. Does this let me... Why not? Cannot build this here. Why not? Okay. Can I not move things between these two? In general? Alright, let's just try... Okay, re-equip it. Let's try moving the big galleon sail. As a start. Ow. Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, that's going to be annoying, but nothing we can't deal with. Okay. We're gonna build as much, like, new, I guess, as we can. Birchwood. I'll just have it in my inventory. Okay. We're gonna need a lot more fibers. A lot more cloth. Unfortunately. Which is gonna mean we're gonna have to go hunting for little fibers. Get more plant fibers. Okay, we're gonna make as many of those as we can. I wish we could use engines, but we can't even make the fuel tank, so can't do that yet. Alright. Thankfully, we do get some stuff back from dismantling. It's not all of the materials, but it is most of them. At least I'm pretty sure it's not all of them. Okay. The sad day. I forgot to take the ammo out. Okay, it looks like it drops it anyways, thankfully. Okay, move it down. Don't have enough room. This is a nightmare. Nightmare to organize. Alright, let's try our best, though. Okay, that'll work. Oof. Oh. Do I have room? Not at all. Okay. The storage is going to be the biggest annoyance for me, I think. I have to do a lot to move that around. Okay. Though, it does mean we can... You know, I might need to do that first. Just move everything over onto the big ship so that I can have it all there. That might be what we want to start with, actually. Instead of doing what I'm doing right now. Okay. I have room for that, but I don't have room for this. We're just going to eat these. Okay. Let's see if we can grab ironwood, makeshift cloth. Hopefully there's some inventory upgrades. Yeah, I don't actually know if there are yet. It's a good point, though. That would be nice. Okay, we're going to try it one more time with this crate. Please. Oh, man. Alright, that's fine. Galleon driver. Oh, we should level this up. Let's do that. Because that galleon driver's, like, powerful. It has pretty good... So maybe a backpack. Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, we have more slots. I know this is the lantern slot. Maybe the head. I don't know. That back slot seems to be just glider, though. So I'm a little worried that it's just going to be a little cooked. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go in here. Oh, I have the schematics all up in me. Where's the galleon driver? Okay. Do we want to level that up more? I think so. Let's do as many as we feasibly can here. Okay, we'll do 6. Yeah, we'll do 6. And then, because we also do need to level up, I think it's the Stinger. Rate of fire, resilience, mobility, power 300. Yeah, this. We're going to level this up to just kind of frankly a stupid amount. Okay, we'll do that. Level 11. Yeah. We can't go further than that. Which means we should use kind of the rest of this. Okay, boom. On that, level 9, galleon driver. So now it'll have a lot of sail power, and we can kind of just spam that instead of the galleon 4. Because I like it, but I want more of these big boys than I do the other ones. We'll still have our stay sails and stuff, though. Alright. And the rest of these can go... Oh, wait, I can't even use the rest of these, honestly. Okay. This needs to go in here, though. At least for now. We're going to put the ammo in here as well, because I don't need that in my inventory just yet. We'll be moving enough stuff as is, you know? Alright. Now, ideally... I mean, we have a lot of bronze. Maybe we just make the... we'll make the... I think the drivers and stuff out of bronze. Because I think that's the best we have. Other than steel. But steel I think I'm going to try and do for the plating. Because this will give us a little bit more power, and it's a little lighter. Or it's a little heavier, but it's fine. Okay. Now we do want... Yeah, we want that resilience there. Okay. So we're going to put one here for sure. And we're going to... we'll do the same exact thing again. Do bronze, pure. Yeah. Oh, I could have done these. Shoot. I should have done that. That's fine. There we go. Because that'll give us even more power. And actually, I might put this back. Nah. Maybe. Nah. Okay, there's going to be a turret mounted there. So I think we'll put this here. That's looking pretty good so far. Alright. More power. Pure. Bronze. Cloth. Alright. Now we'll put this here. So that's basically lined up with the corner. And we're going to do the opposite on the other side as well. Again, with bronze and the pure wood. Because thankfully it doesn't take up a crazy amount. And we are just going straight for power. Because we just want the speed. Because right now, we go very slow in crosswinds and stuff. And we can't have that. Alright. So we have a ridiculous amount of sails now. And we are going to get at least one of these guys going. Just so we can have it. Use the pure pine wood again. Boom. Just so we have some, like, actual help with backdraft winds. Perfect. This is looking good already. I love me when fast. Yes, precisely. See, you get it. Okay, let's go down. Yep. Okay, that was nearly worse than it was. Oh, I love it exploding onto my deck. That's what she said. Alright. I'm moving all of these on top just so I can Just so I can keep the resources from falling down. Terribly, at least. Alright. Now, the side wings are going to be the last things to go on. Mostly because I don't know what our weight distribution is going to be like. And by that I mean, not distribution, our weight cap. I don't know how good we're going to be on that. So, I'm a little worried. Not terribly worried, but because it's a bigger ship, it does have more weight behind it. Just kind of, you know, making sure we have the stuff we need. Get all the essentials on before we start putting frivolous side wings and whatnot. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong, but we also don't have engines to power them, so it's not as useful. Okay, let me start breaking these down. I missed one. I really need to find the mirror, because there's a mirror of this, so that it matches up on the other side. I need to find that. Shoot, I jumped too high. Let me go down one more. There we go. Okay. Now, I know you can just destroy the ship, but I don't know if it gives you what you put in. Eh, we have so much bronze. Maybe it's not a problem if I just wait until the end and just destroy ship. Oh, excuse you. Alright. Well, at the very least, we'll grab what we need to grab for sure. To re-equip the prism sometimes. Okay. This is our best rudder that we have, by the way, is that barn door thingamajig. Alright. We should have everything we need to make storage now, so we can do that. Also, let me grab all this cloth. And do these have anything smelting in them? No? Okay. We're gonna break these down. Subarashi. Okay. Everything on the ship should be as lightweight as we can kind of make it, if it's not essential infrastructure. If it's armor plating, anything like that, then we should, you know, obviously make it reinforced as much as is reasonable. But if it's not essential, we don't have to worry about it being too light. Alright, also, I think I want to make sure these are as wide as we can get them. Okay. Yeah. Because I want to be able to put forges on either side, potentially. Okay. Thrash wall 3, over right. Okay, perfect. Oh, that's not what I wanted to grab. Alright. We have a bit of an open plan right now. So we're going to fix that. Painted riveted metal panels made of steel will give us 456, 451 for bronze, and more weight, I think. Oh, it's about the same weight. Okay. So it's not that much of a upgrade downgrade, but steel is easier to make because you only need one type of ore and then just wood. Essentially. 432. Yeah, okay. So we do want this because, like, tin is lighter, but you don't get as good resilience. And lead is just heavier and worse. And iron is around there as well. 444. 456 with steel. That will be our best bet. So now we will begin the process. And actually, can we choose the color? No. Alright, well, that's alright. Alright, we'll probably have to do this, and we'll just have the entrances be these slits in the front. Which is honestly better because getting shot in the side and having it go through and hit, like, vital infrastructure, not great. But we're rarely facing anything dead on, so this might be the better way to do it. Alright. Keep this like that. We'll reinforce that and this. We're adding quite a bit of weight, but it could be worse, so I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna let's do this first. Funnily enough, stuff will just kind of float there. Silly. Alright. Excuse, mate. Another option, actually, is we could make just an opening at the top. Technically the most resilient way to do it, but we're just doing this so that we get some of our wood back, because otherwise we won't. You'll see what I mean. Okay, this costs the same, but it's just worse. So we do want painted. Alright, it's a bit of a steel warship, but that's kind of for the best. Alright, sick. What I might honestly do, seeing as this is kind of how it's working out, let's real quick take a little quick edit of the design. We're gonna make it a little bit easier to get in, if we can. Oh wait, we can't because we can't pull back. Right. Well, we can do this. Or we just have these intake holes. I don't want it to be too far though. But that way you can kind of peek out and grab. Okay, and if that's the case, we're going to thin that out a little bit. Okay, I like that. That looks pretty sleek. A little hard to see at night, but it's okay. Yeah, so now we can actually see out and grab that sail to get out. And we can drop down easier. Go down that way. Nice. Okay, good. Perfect. Alright. That'll be good for now. I think we'll probably keep all the cannons up top deck. We think. Maybe. Eventually we'll put some engines in here, I think, which would be kind of cool. Doesn't make much sense, but I think it'd be aesthetically keep it a little clean and also keep it all sealed up. Alright, we do want the front sealed up. Is that the right thing? What did you fill with? Bronze? You rat. Hold on. That's not what it was supposed to be. Who needs sense when it works? Exactly. If it works good enough, then we're good. That's all that matters. Alright. Now... a small wooden trunk. Huh. We'll see what that's all about. Alright. Tin should bring the weight down. Yeah. We'll use tin because it doesn't particularly matter. Alright, where do we want storage? We could make this the storage hallway. It'd be a little tight. Let's see. Let's see, how does the furnace fit in here? Forge. Bronze. Let's make it a tin. Okay, it fits all right. Let's, yeah, make it flush with the wall. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to fit two the way I wanted to. That's okay. Well, maybe. Let's see. Maybe another one will clip in and work. Okay. Can I fit another one? If we can only do one, then we can only do one. That's fine. Oh, shit. Oh, it only worked for a split second because I was loading in. Alright. That's fine. We will, for now, place it in the middle. We can get around it. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put it here at the widest part at this entrance. Yeah. That way we can slip around it should we need to. Cooking station will go top deck. Wooden trunk will go down here. And actually, I'm thinking it might be worth doing this. And maybe sectioning this off? I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. Let's see. Railings, that's not where I need this. Need to get the workbench, which we just need to trash so we can get the new one. Cooking station, sail rig, that's what I wanted to do. This needs to be relatively resilient, so we will make it out of bronze. It's kind of got this like red orangish color. Kind of like it. I prefer wooden. Oh yeah, look at that. Wooden decks, but this is for the best, at least on the top floor. Like, definitely. Reinforcing all this stuff. Alright. Wooden trunks. Let's actually put these down. At the very least, they just need to be here. So, let's put... Okay, if the research station is, like, going there... Put this, like... At least it looks like painted wood. True. True. Alright. That down there. Make another one. Again, out of 10. Will it make that much of a difference? No, not really. But it'll help. Every little bit kind of counts at this point here. And we can just kind of rinse and repeat this. I mean, it goes down by 3 points, so... Or 2 points, rather. Okay, at this point, we're actually kind of running into the entrance. But that might be okay. And we're going to mimic this on the other side. If we can, that is. Okay. Yeah. Want it to be the opposite angle. Need it to line up against the wall. Perfect. It should line up with that beam. Pretty much. The little on the... I don't think it's lined up properly, actually. Hold on. Okay, so it's like... Yeah, it's a little over, if anything. Like that. That'll work. Oh, wait, shoot. It's not even facing the right way. Is this the right way? Nope. That's the complete backside of it. Great. So we need this. There we go. I just want it to look somewhat nice, you know? Is that so wrong? Alright. We actually squeeze the forge in back here. Because if the metallurgy chest is going to be there anyways... I mean, why not? Yeah, there you go. Alright, cool. There, we'll need the Atlas Enhancer at some point, but we might honestly be okay for right now. How are we on weight? Let's see. Let's see if I can grab a... Just do this. Alright, so we are at... We're under by quite a bit. The energy cost we're definitely under, because we don't really use energy for anything yet. Which means we kind of have a lot of room to play around with. Temples, some rugs. We could put down a rug. Let's put down a rug. Fuck it. Doesn't take up any more space. Just goes on the floor. Make things look nice. Yeah. Now we have a little more comfort, you know? It's -3, but, you know. I'll take it. Alright, we need to put down another storage real quick. Alright. As close to that one as we can get it. And as far back as we can put it. There we go. And it roughly lines up, so we've done our job well. Look at that. Storage bay and everything. And we have a nice little... I wish I could put like a little platform out here without extending a whole thing, but... How can a carpet decrease comfort? No, it's increasing comfort, but it's because it's like... There's no other comfort items in here, I think, is the reason it's decreased. Like, overall. But... Like, we could put in, like, a barrel stool. We could put in one of those, like, over here. Let's put that down. That'll give us a little bit more comfort. But you start to counteract it a little bit more. So, like, overall, -2. Yeah. I think it's because we're so close to the machinery, maybe? Like, being close to machinery and whatnot is... Maybe. Yeah. I think the more... Yeah, because, like, if you're close to, like, the furnace, you're hot. And you're, like, a little uncomfortable. So, down here, it's, like, -2 now. We could put down... What else? Wooden bench. We could put down a bench or a shelf. Shelf doesn't give us anything. Ooh, a bed would be nice. We need more plant fibers. We go grab some plant fibers. Let's put down a bed, man. If we're building a new ship, we might as well be living large, you know? We are not poor. We can afford it. Doesn't even have that much weight to it. It's very much worth it. We're also going to need a lot more plant fibers anyways, because we're going to need to make more cloth at some point. I know it to be true. I feel it in my bones. If I was in a better spot to get more plant fibers, I guess. This all is all... like rocky. It's not the best place to get plant fibers, I suppose. I bet it's always worth it. Yes. Dude, I was watching room reviews. I watched a little bit of Bricky here on the side, you know, occasionally. And he was doing room reviews. It was a part 2 to his... I hadn't seen part 1, but he released it. And he, no matter the cost, no matter how much blood was shed. Yes. Agreed. Nothing beats a nice warm bed, man. Especially if you're tired and achy. I want to go on more hikes just so that I can be tired and achy and then flop into bed, you know? And, like, have the best sleep of my life. I'll get back to that in a second because I do have more I want to talk about specifically with that. Because I went on a trip to California a little while back, to the Redwoods, and we did a lot of hikes. But I was watching Bricky. He was doing room reviews. There were a few people. There's one guy that slept on a beanbag. Bro, ooh, the amount of back problems and neck problems I would have. Like, that... Ooh, and I think he said, like, in the post, like, he has been doing that for, like... I think it was, like, 2 years. And it's like, dude... There's options, man. Like... Some people have, like, moving out things where, like, they need to get rid of a bed frame. Like, this was not for lack of looking, you know? Like, this was for lack of looking, right? Like, you hadn't done your research, man. Like, just get a bed. It's just so worth it. And there's another guy that was sleeping on a couch. And, like, that's more excusable, because maybe it's a futon, but, like, a beanbag. Yeah. Not worth it, dude. I've accidentally fallen asleep in beanbag chairs before. Like, once or twice. Worst neck, like, pain of my life, man. I'd wake up sore. And you sleep in that thing for 2 years? No, dude. Like, just not smart. Ooh. Traveler stay sale. Yummy. Steel. I can stack these. Oops. There you go. Yeah, crazy. I need to watch the part 1 of that video. Plant fiber. Full? I already collect like a max stack? No, I didn't. What? No. Okay. Well, let's get rid of the Decot berries. Something else. And the raw modus meat. So I have more of that. What? What do you mean inventory is full? I have the room. You're lying to me. Okay. What the hell is happening here? Okay, well that let me pick it up. Okay, well now it's fixed. Okay, interesting. Now it's maxed out. But why? This is not even... Okay, it thinks... I think it thinks that that slot is taken. For some reason. Interesting. Whatever. Oh, but yeah, a few months back. Last year? Something like that. Yeah, last year. I went on a trip to the Redwoods with my family. My parents were very, very kind and gracious enough to buy me a flight out with them because they had rented like this nice cabin cottage up in the kind of more mountainous region. So we were close to more of the trails and the kind of northern sections, the northern redwoods of the California redwoods. Which if you're gonna do it, go to the northern ones. Don't go to the southern, like, the Road of the Giants is cool, but God, the trails up north, man, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. Yeah, the redwoods. Yeah, there's a bunch of hiking trails up there. There's a bunch of I love big trees, dude. Me too. I love big trees. Big trees are fucking awesome, man. Oh shoot, I forgot. I needed filling for the bed. No! I fucked it! Well, filling. I mean, I needed more fiber anyways, but like... Anyways, dude, man. So, context, right? So, I hadn't been on a family vacation in a few years. And my family likes to make trips occasionally. So much treehouse potential. Yes! Yes. Again with the inventory full. No, it's not. Okay, cool. Like, okay, now you're stacked onto there. Wow, amazing, cool, awesome. I hadn't been with like my family for that like long of a period of time in a while. License to seat, actually. And it was nice. It was really nice to see them, you know. And spend that time. But I have not always been the most physically fit guy. I'm not fat or like out of shape by any means, but like, you know, I don't exactly lead the most active life. Aside from my work, I don't really go and work out that often. But leading up to that trip, and currently even still, wait, what? Oh, I already did this one a while ago. I had been working, and my work, I work as a bartender. You know, I didn't realize, since I was on my feet all day with not too many chances to sit down, my legs had actually gotten decently strong. My stamina, not as good as, like, my leg muscles. Like, my leg muscles were fine, but, like, my breath would get out of shape. Like, I would get out of breath. Like, my breathing wasn't great. It was fine. Like, it's definitely manageable, but, like, going up hills and stuff, like, getting out of breath. So my stamina could use some work. But my leg muscles and, like, the efficiency of my legs was great. It was awesome. I didn't, like, by the end of it, I wasn't really that sore. Like, sure, I'd get a little tired at the end of the day, but it was probably the best I had felt physically in a long time. And I realized, I was like, all this bartending, like, weirdly enough, like, working a service job, it kind of is the perfect training for just going on long walks, you know? Like, it preps you for, like, nice long hikes, and the best part about hiking up in the Redwoods region up there is all of the ground is super soft, because it's all these redwood, like, pine needles, or not pine needles, it's like it's all this dense, like, foliage and stuff that has been, like, trampled down, but it's soft. So it's not like you're walking on pavement. It's, like, super soft. It's like beautifully like nice on your feet. It's great. Like everyone in the family was like, man, this is kind of the best hiking we've ever had, because like this is like really nice. Like you just don't have to worry about like hurting your feet after the end of the day, because like it's basically been cushioned. You know, it's like it was awesome. Any case, really really nice. You know, I'm gonna put it up here at the front, because I don't think I'm gonna put guns on the bottom side. Really cool, really awesome. But yeah, I was just surprised. Like I was more physically fit than I had expected, which is always nice, you know? It's always nice to feel that way. Okay, wait, this isn't close enough to the other stuff. Okay, so now that we have comfort level 3. Oh, passive regen is what we get. Okay, that's cool. If I lie down, we get more. Nice. Alright, cool. And move this off to one side, like, yeah. Let's see if we can move it even further. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. And we'll put this behind the bed. Physical euphoria, love that. Yeah, no, yeah. It was a really nice feeling, because it was like this kind of because you know, it's a sticking point for me of like, oh, I wish I was kind of a little more fit. But I am relatively fit now. Like I have good, decent legs, you know, stamina to go and walk out and go on like a trip if I wanted to. You know, like I can go hiking again and just like be, not that I couldn't before, but you know, like I can. It's nice to know that if I were into two, I wouldn't get gassed out immediately. You know, like I could just go out and do it and like actually have a really nice time. Really, really cool. Yeah, just interesting things to learn, you know? Rudder strength. Oh, wow, the bronze is actually better for rudder strength. Let's see, it's the pure pine, I'm guessing, is better than... Okay, aerodynamics. Yeah, pure pine's good. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put that rudder on. Oh. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Really, really cool thing to kind of realize. We love positive experiences with your body, you know? Okay, that'll help us with our turning. And now, to help us with our ascent and descent, we're going to... Do we want power? Probably want power. Well, it's better than resilience for this. Resilience. Okay, that's not going to help with lift, so actually not that worried about it. We're just going to use normal. Okay, steel, bronze. Yeah, we want bronze. We're going to use normal pine. Okay. Now this, I think, I'm going to change it up. Maybe. Though I do like backloading this quite a bit. Okay, wait, why can't I place it back here? Might be coming too close to the terrain. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna line it up with... Yeah, I want it flush. Let's do that. Right in the middle. And we're overweight now. Alright. That's okay. Boom. 2 big sails. Alright. Now, level 10 Trunk Maw Stinger. Okay, so crit damage up. Bronze gives us 351. Steel gives us 341. Bronze makes the weight not matter. It's the same. It's the same either way, so it doesn't matter. Which I think 351 might be the best we've got. Other than, like, yeah, you can just use iron if we wanted to. Steel. Tin. Yeah, okay. But we'll use the bronze. I think. Bronze is 37. Iron is 35. Oh, wait, hold on. Iron is better. Iron barrel's better because it weighs less. Is that true? Is iron denser than bronze? Or is bronze denser than iron, rather? Let's see. Bronze denser than iron. Bronze is denser than iron. Wow. Cast iron typically has a lower density of around 7.3 grams per cubic meter. Bronze has 7.4 to 8.9 grams per cubic meter, depending on the ratio. Roughly 10% denser and generally heavier. Interesting. Is bronze... I actually don't know this. Is bronze stronger than raw iron? Or not raw iron, but cast iron. Often harder, more corrosion resistant, and possesses higher tensile strength than early pure iron. However, iron is generally more durable and tougher, meaning it bends rather than breaks. Yeah, that's what I remembered. Yeah, so once we got our iron working a lot better, it was the flexibility of iron that was kind of the selling point. For those that don't know, you want a flexible sword. You don't want it to be brittle. You don't want it to be super rigid because it'll snap. And it'll just explode. You want it to be able to bend. That's why, like, fencing swords are super long and pointy and flexible and sharp. And why, like, long swords that I don't know, you can find from wherever are, like, super flexible. Like, great swords and stuff throughout history. Very flexible. Okay, we're going to do steel for that. Now, the weight's going to be 300, which is not great. Alright. Now... I think we'll put the cannon here. Let's see, what's our mobility with this thing? It's not great, right? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna essentially have to broadside the fucker. Which is kind of good, because if we're fast enough, we should be outrunning most of his shots if we're broadsiding him, so that's the ideal. And it should be doing 325, nice. Learning a lot that I didn't expect to learn today. I don't know if I said that already, but yes. It's what we like to hear, it's what we like to see. Overheat resistance, overheat resistance. Okay, we'll do that. I don't know if it actually matters yet, because some of the stuff isn't fully implemented in the game. Let's see. Iron barrel, 26. Bronze barrel, 26. Iron weighs less, so I'm gonna go with that. Iron loader, 26. Bronze loader, worse. Copper loader, pretty good. Steel loader, 144. Lead loader, iron loader. Huh. We might go with a copper loading system, I guess. I don't know why. 79, 175. Just change the mobility as well. We'll do steel. This is a mix of 3 metals. That's kind of silly. I'm gonna put this on the end. This is for shooting down projectiles. It has a full 360 range of motion, if I remember correctly. Let's test that out. Yeah, full 360. Very mobile. A little slower firing machine gun, but still a machine gun nonetheless. Our port side is right. I think port side's right. Our right-hand side is going to be our weaponized side. Aside from that, Aside from that, what else are we missing? We need the cooking station. I don't want to make it out of all bronze. Let's make it out of all tin, please. Or even better. No, copper's heavier. Do tin. Tin, please. Okay, we're gonna put the food station somewhere in here. We can fit it. Oh yeah, we can fit it this ways. Actually, can I fit it like that? No, don't wanna go down like that. God, this thing sucks. Okay. Let's just put it down in here. We're kind of way over on the weight. I'm hoping we can kind of remedy that with this Atlas enhancer. Let's see. Actually, will it tell me if I attempt to build it? Where is it? Essentials? Atlas enhancer? Oh, I don't have a... Anyways, okay. Well, let's go grab a bunch of the shit from here. We have the storage. Oh, I need to put stuff away first. Alright, let's start naming these chests. First one. You're gonna be... Misk... you'll be naturals. Naturals. Big naturals. I'm sorry. That wasn't called for. Okay, this one will be wood. Okay. And then metal. Metals. So... keep all the woods and metals on it. Actually, we'll put away all of the birch, because we don't use birch. It's just kind of worse than pine, weirdly enough. Soft, but otherwise high performance for its weight. Oh, it's lighter weight. Okay. That makes more sense. All right, naturals. What goes in natural is cloth, technically. Fibrous sinew, things like that. We'll put plant fibers in here. Oh, okay. Put plant fibers in here. Put that underneath. Actually, start building downwards first. Atlas dust will go in this. We'll do Saborian / Atlas. That'll make sense in a minute. This will be... actually... This will be... Tech? We'll do tech. I think tech will make sense. Then schematics. This will be schematics. Okay. Alright. There you go. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, in the schematics chest, we can already start moving stuff over. I don't know what's making that shifting sound, but it's making me uncomfortable. Alright, let's put these down here. Put everything away for now. I don't care if it's like disorganized. It's kind of fine. We can either fix it later or just not worry about it, to be frank. Okay, it's something about me moving around. Or interacting with things. Something along those lines. Alright. In the tech chest... Actually, no, in the schematics chest, this will go. Doing this guy. That's what we were doing before. Alright, what we should do, though, is grab... We have wood. We need tin. Because we're going to be making a little bit more stuff. And we're going to need it for making, like, lightweight BS. A small wooden trunk. That we can put next to the crafting station over here. Add another 29 to the pile. Foodstuffs. And this will have foodstuffs. Yeah, the tech. In the tech, we'll have like an igniter. Stuff like that. Alright, let's go grab some more. Okay, we can start deconstructing some stuff. Okay, grab all of this, deconstruct that. Some cloth, which is nice. Get that back. Oh wait, you got a bunch of cloth on you. Okay, I should get a printing matrix back from that. Yeah, okay, good. Destroy this as well. Should get all my... Yeah, sick. Oh, I got all the stuff back from that. Okay, maybe I do get everything back here and there. Okay, let's grab everything I can from these chests. Grab all the metals I can, which don't have anything. Okay, I don't have more room. I don't think I can fit anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. Perfect. Yeah! Oh, it's becoming daytime. Is it? Wait, or is it becoming nighttime? I forget if we were just working in the dark or not. I think it's becoming daytime. If so. Big if true. Let's put it that way. All right, naturals, that's going to be all these mob drops and stuff that we want to use. So, like, fibrous sinew is all good. We'll refill the stacks, like the cloth is going in there. The salvaged leather is going in there. Things of that nature. Conductive vessels, those go in there. Silica. All these unrefined materials. Yeah, daytime. Okay, yeah. You're working in the night. I lose track of time as much as I do in real life as I do in game. So, are we surprised? No. Alright, so actually wait, I need to keep these in my inventory because we're hoping and praying this, yeah, tin. Does bronze give us more core energy? Yes, but it gives us more core weight too. Is that good? Is that a good thing? 253, 43. Oh no, it gives us less. 26. Wait. Does it increase it by the same amount that it weighs? No. Interesting. Okay, well. Make it by bronze. It's 328, which is 314. It seems to... Okay, whatever. We're just gonna... Okay, so that'll give us a bit. It still won't increase our... Well, maybe. Let's see. How are we looking? Okay. Hey, okay, we're underweight now. We're good. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, I already built that, right? I have the Founders one up there. Yes, good. Alright. Oh, wait. Hold on now. I almost forgot. We're not done yet. Okay. Foodstuffs. You go in here. I could have just made a big trunk for this. I might still do that. Let's see. Can I fit a trunk back here easily? Yeah. Let's work on that. Because honestly, we're going to get a bunch of different foodstuffs. They're big for whatever reason. I guess food is hard to store properly, but you know what I mean. Okay, we're just going to destroy this. No. Okay, take all of this. Put this. Move this. Move this first. Then move this. There we go. Oh, it slots in perfectly right there. Instead of spinning around. Boom. Amazing. Look at that. Alright, we'll meet at the bottom. Big goes at the bottom of my brain. Decot berries, tomatoes. We'll do mushrooms, and then we'll go eggs. Do cooked mushrooms. And more meat. So I'll keep the Modus meat on me, because I will be eating that from time to time here. Okay. And then... we'll put the salt down at the bottom here. Put that across. I've been meaning to get that out of my inventory this entire time, man. I can't wait till they differentiate between these two. Okay. Repair modules. Go in tech. As does weapon propellant. And igniters. Fuel stacks. Should it just be like... Because if this is Saborian and Atlas stuff, which is like printing matrices, Atlas shards, power cores, all the green things, essentially. Should I just make this tech, like, tech, let's do refined materials. Let's do refined materials. Because, like, technically, like, crafting igniters and, like, batteries, tension cables, you know, things like that. Repair modules. think that makes sense. Charcoal. Charcoal can go in there. You find it from the wood. It could go in the naturals chest as well, but... Also, this is not organized anymore. Or, well, it wasn't organized to begin with, but you know what I mean. Iron. Put lead there, because lead and copper we don't use too much of. And actually, I'd rather have that steel over here on top of iron. Lead and copper next to each other. And then bronze going up. I'd actually rather have bronze on the bottom. There we go. And raw materials can go there. Tin. Oh, we have more tin. Just put it in my inventory. All right. Down we go. Hiya. All right. Back to looting. Get the wood out of there. Get this out of here. Start to destroy the rest of the ship. It's sad to see her go, but it's great to watch her walk away. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Okay, let me... That's all going to the natural chest. Okay. How much out of the schematic chest can I take? Great. Oh, we'll need an ammo chest. That's what I was thinking of and forgot about. Oh, and we need to get rid of that. Alright, that's fine. Oh, it's not Saborian. I need to make it Atlas and, or Saborian / Seraph. That's the terminology I was looking for. Okay. Seraph. Saborian. Because now this makes more sense. Gonna put power rods there. Anything else that goes in here? Nope. Schematics, though. You get more. Hey, hold on. There we go. Okay, and then the metals chest gets a little bit of a buff here. We have some more copper. Oh shit. Did not mean to press that button. Well, alright. Let's get everything out of there that isn't supposed to be there. Pure lead and lead, you're gonna go here. Pure iron is gonna go here. I should make a separate chest for the raw stuff, to be so perfectly honest. Put the tin there. Keep the copper there. Pure lead and lead. Yep. Iron. Keep tin there. Forget it. Alright. We don't really need stone, but I'll keep it just in case. This will go in the wood chest. This is a natural material. This is a natural material. Refill all of our stacks here. Get that burning coral down here. That here-ish. Leave another space for some more bullshit there. Actually, we'll put the plant fibers down here, I think. They're gonna fill up more spots. Alright. I know this is riveting content, but we're almost there. Yeah! Look at that. Look at how much progress we've made. Alright, schematic bench needs to go down. Okay. Which, we're almost there. Can I fit the rest of this in my inventory? Yes, I can. Alright. Boom, baby. Once we delete that core, we'll be good to go. Yeah, look at that thing. I do want to fill in that, but that's if we have the weight for it. This is all the stuff that needs to be reinforced. That's all the stuff that is kind of external. Just kind of more fodder. Alright, wooden trunk. Put it on the top, I suppose. I'll put it like here. Okay, well, I don't know which way. Let's just like offset it a little bit so it looks a little more natural, you know? It might get hit by a shot or something, but... it'll be fine. You know? This will be ammo. And we want it to be on the top because it'll be faster to reload the guns that way. Which is good. Okay, is there any more ammo that I need to put in there? Small arms we'll put in here because I don't need this small pistol on me. It's just taking up room, let's be real. Ah, my balls! I crushed them for a second. Youch. Alright. We're good. Okay, Seraph and Atlas. Seraph and Sabori. Sorry. These go here. Let's put this at the top, actually. Yeah, the 3 Atlas crystals I could have turned into the thing, but it's alright. We'll use that for later advancements here. Okay. And then we have 5 million Seraph nanotechnology. Or nano energy. I don't know what to use it for, particularly, but we'll find out later. Alright, refined materials. We'll also put the advanced weapon talent in there. The Ancient's Boring Get Grappling Hook, we are going to throw off into the void. We don't need it. In the Naturals chest, we are going to refill the stacks. Perfect. Alright, in the wood chest, we are going to put the stick. Because it's nice that it has like this little top row here of not goodness. Alright, we are going to want to maybe collect more wood at some point, but honestly, right now we're kind of fine. Alright, and then tin, copper, and scrap. Scrap's just going to go chill over here. Lovely, lovely bronze. Alright. Progress, baby, progress. And this goes into schematics. And speaking of schematics, we need the stuff to make the schematic research table, and we also need a workbench. That should come first. Print matrix, power core, print matrix, metals. Where's the tin? Where's your tin? Okay. What am I missing? Nope, I can make it. 10. Wonderful. Alright, we're going to put our workbench, I think, here. Center it with this. Put it in the dead center of the thing. I think that makes sense. I'd like to put it there, but I also don't want to block off that, and I kind of like the vibe that we have going on, you know? Alright, now the research table. We need the silica and the conductive vessels out of the naturals chest. See, now we know where everything is. Look at that. And we're coming right up on that energy limit that we kind of gave ourselves here. So yeah, I do want to keep this somewhat separated from this core, because I think the next expansion does go on the other side. Don't remember. I'm pretty sure it does. Alright, so if I want to go into this, I can. Wonderful. I want to craft items. Can. I'm going to move this forward more. I'm going to put this like this. Just going to put it like that. Can you hang it on the wall? No. Okay. That's good. I like that. Yeah. Actually, I want it a little bit almost hidden. Yeah, there we go. Now we're covering one of the ends of it. Alright, back into the naturals chest. This goes. Alright, everything has its place, man. Everything has its place. We're even more organized than before. It's beautiful. And now I just have to save the ship as it currently is. Rashmall 3. Alright. Beautiful. And now, with the rest of our weight, we can see if we can steal it up. See what we're doing here structurally. 456. So that adds 11. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. We can afford to do that. It'll just make it look nice, you know? Are we being the most efficient? No. Does it look cool as hell? Yes. That one matters most. You're damn right. Alright. However, wooden bulwarks would be a smart idea. We'll see how, if at all, we can, how many we can fit on. I also completely forgot about the small wings, but they don't really matter as much. Okay. Metals. Okay, we're running out of steel, so we're going to go back to bronze, which is a little heavier. It's not going to help the weight of this thing. But, hey, that's life. Okay, why doesn't that want to place? Is it because of the cannon? I wonder. Oh, shit. Didn't realize I was jumping that far. Hello. Okay. What's happening here? See, like, this, I don't understand. I think it's because it's, like, attracting the sails weird. Like that. But I've had it clip through the sails before with no issue, so I don't know. It's a little strange on what it decides to stop me on and what it doesn't decide to stop me on. I guess it could be colliding with stuff that's inside as well. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Large wooden bulwark. See, like, this just goes straight through. This does not give a shit. Let's put one of these on. Okay, what do you mean I cannot build here? Okay, well now I can't build it there. What the fuck? Why was it gonna let me before and now it doesn't? That's just rude! Okay, it is because it is colliding with that mesh over there. Okay. Well, where can I place it? Here? Okay. Damn, son. I can place it on the back. Not a terrible idea. Straight up one on the back here. Alright, yeah, sure. It's a little bit more protection, you know? Something. Looks a little stupid, but that's okay. Kind of need that. Okay, then we're gonna want protection on the other side. We kind of want a protection on the side we're attacking from, you know? Kind of makes the most sense to me. Actually, in theory, this should go... Well, ideally... around, like... here. Ah, that ruins the lines of the ship, though. Okay, can I fit this? Fit in this. Okay, let's see. Is there a world? If I do that, kind of blocks the entrance more, which is honestly not a bad idea. Kind of do that. Let's see how that looks. Because then we're not going to get a stray shot straight into there. Good. Yeah, now our entryway is more protected. Let's see if we can fit another one on here. Do the same on the other side. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, let's kind of want to hike it up so that we're protecting a little bit more of that side. There we go. I'm gonna hike up this other side as well. That way, if like a stray shot is coming at kind of foot level, it'll hit this before it hits one of these, which is better. But it's not, I mean, obviously it's not the greatest. You could push it higher. Oh shit, actually that'd be great. If I could get both of them that high. Now hold on a second. Yeah, how high can I push that before it starts tilting weirdly? Like that? Damn, son. Okay, now we're starting to look good. Now we're starting to get some real protection. That's good stuff right there. Okay. Yeah, and you know what? That looks sick. Hell yeah. It would look even better if we had this curve panel on both sides, but I only have the one, so unfortunately. Yeah, but yeah, now we have a blocked entrance here, so now we can be more rest assured that unless a shot comes from straight ahead, which if a shot comes from straight ahead, we're doing something wrong. So that's fine. Yeah, sick. But yeah, now we have defense against it coming in from there. And we also have, okay, we have this bulwark here to help defend the back sail and other stuff that may come into shenanigans. Oh, there it is. All right, you saw that stutter? We're cooked. We're a little cooked. Okay. Let's see. Can I... Large curve panel. Can I fit another one? I know, not you. Large wooden bulwark. There we are. Okay. See, it fit on the other side. I wonder if moving is more forgiving than placement is. Let's attempt it. Let's see. So, like, if I place it down first, right? Also, there's that weird hole again. I think I'm just running into the edge, but... Let's see. No. Still weird on this side. I wonder, is that angle the same? Yeah, it should be. Okay, interesting. So why can I fit this at such a odd angle, but not the other one? Like, I can fit this all the way up to the edge. This one doesn't want to go that far. Should be the same Y level and everything. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's the furnace that's inside. Let's see if we can move that further out, like closer to this. Like there. And it could also be that. Can I move this to the other side now? No, it has to be on that side. Okay, let's see if that affects it at all. It very well could. Because if it's like clipping into the wall too much and it's colliding with that, it's gonna definitely have issues. Okay, yeah, it was that. 100%. Alright, cool. Good to know. Alright, and also I kind of dislike how they look vertically. So we're gonna try and push through this. Okay. Think like that. We'll do it on both sides. That way. Yeah, protect the rear a little bit more, you know? Can I fit another one in here? That'd be sick, but yeah, no way now. But could fit one of these. Okay. They're also not evenly spaced currently. Okay, let me drop down a little bit here. Can I place it on the outside? Oh, I can. Hold on. All right, let's see if I can place all this outside. I think it's just going to collide with the skyship core. We'll see, though. It might be fine. Okay, I think it is colliding with these two bulwarks already. That sucks. Hey! Okay. Is there any way that I can mount this that isn't ridiculous? I could do this, so we're protecting the gunner seat. But does that block my vision? No. Okay. Maybe we do that. That kind of looks cool. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Okay. Alright. Do I want these stretched out that way? Yeah, I think protecting these sails is more important. This center sail is fine if it goes down, but it's kind of more important for these to stay afloat. Alright, final step. Final steps here. First of all... Oh, arm wraps. Get rid of those. Don't need that. Alright. First things first. The ship that's in here, deconstruct it. Alright. Ship removed from scrapyard and scrapped. Yep. Alright. So now, in theory, I should have left. And the ancient sporting grappling hook. There's eggs. Ah, here they are. Here, tin and tin. All scattered about. We can actually deconstruct this Siborian port. There we go. That'll make us make it a little bit easier to get around here. Let's see if we missed anything. I'm watching you, princess. I see that. Thank you for coming into the chat, Rit. I'll be in a minute. We are cleaning up here. Alright. New ship done. Hiya! You know, the more I look at this bulwark, the more I don't like it. Let me just get rid of it. Does it make sense? Yeah. Alright. Look at the beaut. We have to give her a test drive. Have to see how she does. Alright. Shall we? I guess we'll lower all the sails. See if she goes fast. Look at her go. Holy, does she. Oh, she's going right up to speed. A little over 20, which is a lot more than my previous ship. For sure, for sure. Okay, we're going to turn. Okay, the turning could be better. Okay, we can pitch and roll a little bit. Or roll a little bit. We don't have much pitch control, but that's fine. Okay. Cool. Sick. Even. We're done with this island as well, so we can try and sail out a little bit. Let's see what's out there for us to discover. But first, I just need to get us a little bit closer to the ground so I actually get back onto this after I destroy that skyship port. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to lower all the sails because otherwise I will go too fast. We don't want that. Okay. That should be good enough, I think. Ooh. There we go. And hey up. Got all my stuff back. Perfect. Alright, let's get back on here. Should I make metal floors? Is that something I should do? I'm kind of tempted. Alright. I know what I should do. First and foremost. Give me 4, please. The 10 in here. So I need to load this guy just in case. There we go. Alright, Seraph and Siborian, refill stacks, please. And we go to the metals. We need lights in here as well. And the wood. Should go as follows. Do that. That'll work. Naturals. And there we go. All right. Perfect. That's good. That's good. All right. Let's see. Do we have any good lights? We have fairy lamp pillars. We can't make those. Metal and power cores. We can do that. Metal out of tin. This is all out of whack now. There we go. That's better. And then power core should be in here. Okay, we're gonna put wall light. We want it pointing up. I don't know which way is actually gonna be pointing up. Oh, it's just universal. Okay. Good to know. Let's put it directly above this chest that goes here. Move this one over a little bit. Perfect. Call it a wall light up above the bed, right there, so that you'll never be able to sleep at night. Actually, we put it... No, I like it there. Okay. Then one more. The center up here. See if this gives off any light at all at night. I think it will. Look at her go. Alright. Now I want to show you guys the fun little phenomenon I've been seeing. And you guys may have noticed it a little bit. So, that lag I mentioned earlier, caused by loading in and spawning and despawning the weapons. Watch this, right? Just watch how the ship is rocking and everything. And swap. Lag. The second it gets spawned in. Swap. That one's fine for some reason. That one's fine for some reason. But these ones, because they're more complex and have animations... Yep. Problem. Lag. 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 So, it's a little... And the prism too. Yep, lag. So, the longer I play, the stronger and worse that gets, by the way. So, that's why we have to kind of spread it out into short bursts. Also, look at that thing shoot! Okay. I cannot manually aim that one. I should be manning that from the helm. Alright. Let me see... Where's the wind blowing? Dead to the left. Okay. Well, let's just give her a test drive then. Let's go up. See how fast she can go. So far, 20... in between 20 and 25. 25. Okay. 25, looks like. We're able to hit 25. That's more than we had before. It's a lot more than we had before. Okay. So now, we're just gonna sail out a little bit here. Yeah. Oh, you see that guy in the distance? We need to hunt him at some point. I don't know how we're gonna do it, because he's a little tough, but we're gonna do it eventually. We could take a pot shot at him. See what happens. Let's see. Yep, okay. I do have ammo in there. Oh, it's, I think I was going that fast because I was also ascending and or descending. Let's see. If I just go straight, like against the wind, or saddling the wind, yeah. So slightly over 20, which is good. Before we were like hitting a like little bit over 15, which is not ideal. Let's see. I'm going into the wind. We're a little cooked. We go, yeah, a little over 15. Which is to be expected. Yeah, down to 15 when we're going. I think that's dead against the wind. So we're going to want to pitch this way until we're going 20, roughly. That should be better. Okay. We're just going to straight up go parallel to the wind. Real sailing techniques. For real, for real. Alright. I have to go lower as well. Which technically increases our speed that we're going at. It'd be fun to lure him into that artillery field that's down there. Like these have a bunch of artilleries on them. Artillery cannons and whatnot. It'd be good to lead him there, but I don't think I can. Maybe I can. I don't know if they'll even target him though. They also need to make that reticle a little more visible. Just a little bit. Okay, need to go a little bit lower. We don't want to be above him, but we don't want to be below him. We kind of want to be on level with him. Okay. How's the wind? It's not particularly in our favor. So we're gonna side saddle it a little bit more. Boom. Yeah, you can kind of, let's see if we can see any emplacements as we're going along here. There. There's an artillery piece there. Which might, if we're in its line of sight, it might try and shoot at us. Poorly, but it might try to shoot at us. Yeah. This game is beautiful, man. Eventually, one day, we'll go up to the Sky City. You can see the cloud wall that kind of surrounds all of this. I wonder if we could even pass through, but I think you need an engine to do that, so... Because I think the winds just blow you away. Forget how that works. In any case. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're going to call it there, though. For right now. We can come back to this another time. We'll just kind of chill in the space here. Save and quit to the main menu. Alright, I'm gonna go piss break real quick, and then we're gonna join in with Mr. Rhett. And we'll be doing that, but I'll piss break real fast. I'll be right back. Show and tell time. Nah, I'm kidding. We don't have more show and tell. I lied. I lied. But I am back. It's time to go talk to the Pookie. Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa!
How's it going,
You were
brother?
on piss break for a while, brother.
I took a shit. Gonna be honest.
Ah, okay.
Gonna be honest.
Don't have a shit break,
No.
screen.
I should, though. You're right, I should.
Should. You do be shitting.
Sometimes I'd be shitting. Alright. What are we doing?
Great question. I was thinking some Risk of Rain, but, you know, we played a lot of Risk of Rain recently, so...
I'm not opposed.
See if you had any other things on your mind.
I think. What do we want to do? Well, let's see.
Stream, tell us what game to play.
True.
True.
Let's
That's
see.
why they're there.
To tell me what to do.
Oh, dude, Guilty Gear got an update because they changed the cover art to, like, the most majestic painting of Soul Bad Guy known to man.
Oh my god.
It's fucking hilarious.
Beautiful. That's how it should
Oh my
be, man.
god, they have another Risk of Rain DLC dropping?
What?
Well, it's Hallowed Concepts announcement trailer.
Hallowed Concepts, huh?
Let's see what we got going on here.
I'm gonna watch the trailer. Hold on.
Cult-like world of... Oh, more Nuka-Hana!
More
It's
Nuka-Hana.
like a deep dive into the world of Nuka-Hana.
Oh shit. His sanctuary is a facade. Untamed. Invaded. Overrun. Oh yeah, the Mushroom Boys. Big
Oh, the
Mushroom
Mushroom Boys?
Boss? Yeah, Big Mushroom Boss. Oh, it's like tropical, like jungle themed.
Like, oh, okay.
Like
It's like Wetland
pygmy.
aspect that was good.
Maybe, yeah. Whoa, this looks darker. I like this.
Yeah.
Her opinion hasn't changed. It never will. Hell yeah.
Tell ya. Love a queen that is set in her ways.
ascend, acolytes. Oh, that looks like a silly boss. Very Aztec inspired. Hallowed is
I
the
thought so.
balance of death. Heed the concepts.
We
Wish
got
this now.
Monster Hunter, we got T-Mod Loader,
True. True.
we got Marathon. That's a game.
That is a game. Let's see.
I need to decide what I want for dinner.
Ooh, yeah. What are you doing?
Man.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm down to do a Risk of Rain run.
Alright.
Let me boot up the R2 mod man.
So a Risk of Rain run and then perhaps something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're using the busted mod.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'm down.
Sure.
I'm down now that David's not hogging all the white items.
We'll do it without a command, so that way it's just fuck you. You get what you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. No, I do like this idea of fuck you, it's whatever you can pick up.
It's also a fun game of, oh, don't pick up too many movement speed items. Oh, there's updates.
Oh, dude, I had 4 Goat and now I have
Oh.
18 Goat Fuck.
Ah,
What are y'all gonna play?
Risk of Rain.
A rain of Risk of Run.
A
A rain of
A
Risk
risk
of
of. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard me. We're
You
gonna
heard
play
me.
one of those.
There is a Risk of Running.
Play.
There's a Risk of
Yes.
Run.
Yes.
Maybe something
Changed
else.
tabs and saw that there was no game
Yeah.
actively being shown on Lewis' stream, and I was like, I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I was like, let me see what the title says, and the title doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah. It's because I didn't know what I was doing today.
It's because you hate me. And
Yep.
Want me dead.
Yep.
Because you hate your viewers.
Yep.
No, the not the viewers, me specifically.
No, yeah, I just hate Ashlyn specifically.
Yeah.
Fuck you in particular.
Fuck you
Yeah,
in particular.
All the other chat rooms, you're chill. We
Yeah.
like you.
Chat rooms are chill.
Yeah,
We know this.
but me?
Ashlyn, not chill.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Kill self.
Crazy.
Oh. I might be a
Actual,
little-
crazy. Hey, yo.
Hey,
I
man.
used procrastinating another essay and eating a York. What did I do?
Stop doing that.
Yo.
Oh, man.
Just do your essay, dog.
True.
It's worse if you don't do it.
Yeah, you know.
True.
As a professional procrastinator.
No, I know. Correct me. I know.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I do like a slideshow? Image slideshow. Yeah.
Slideshow?
Yeah.
What?
I'm setting up an image slideshow
For what?
for the art that I have of Takeo. And I think I'll just as I get more stuff, I'll just add to it.
Real.
I think it's pretty sick. Wait, I can just add a directory. Yes. Desktop. Select folder.
Anyways, have fun with your raining of Risk.
I will. Literally. Rhett won't.
I won't.
Yeah.
Also, Rhett, sorry for
gonna
not taking your call earlier. I was on the phone with my dad about taxes.
Taxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
They still haven't been fucking filed, and I'm annoyed.
Oh. I got charged for my state taxes, but I haven't got my refund. And they said, it might be 6 to 8 weeks. Fuck you. Bye. Like, I want my $1,000. Give me my money back.
Wait, I need to interrogate you, Lewis, about something later.
Okay.
I'll just text you. Bye.
Yo. Go on. But yeah. Not hype. Not hype and cool.
I think I lost it. I had to choose it.
Alright. Alright. I'm in. I'm gonna invite you.
Hell yeah. I'm still waiting on.
Okay. Well, the invite will be there for you when you're ready.
I was talking to my inspector today. He was like, "Man, what you playing recently?" I'm like, "Man, I just be streaming Risk of Rain for real. That's all I be doing."
Yeah. For real, for real. That's all I'd be doing for real. Okay, I'm gonna need to Can I do... I wonder, can I make a slideshow that, like... Let's see. Okay, if I do a slide... What's the swipe? Okay, cut, just straight up. Kaboom. Kaboom. Kablow. Kaboom. We're gonna give it like... I need more art. I want more cool artists to make me art. That's truly what I want in life. You
That's
know?
the only reason you're streaming.
For real.
Get cool fan art.
For real. Okay, hold on. I have a plan. Down, down. Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Now.
Who should I play today?
Good question.
Reggie Gigas.
Reggie Giga Ass.
You know?
Yes, sir.
It's entirely possible.
Group. Share. Okay. Chair TV. All of this goes into the Boogie chair. And then I can scale it. And then we can do this. And then I can set it up behind. And then this can go behind there. Wonderful.
Have you done it?
Look at, I did the thing.
Good stuff, brother.
Where's the static? Thought I had a static background thing, but let's see. It's on here, maybe? Yeah. It's in here. In the Fugi.
Where
It's
am
just
I?
called image. Alright, so I go back here. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Streamerman TV no longer exists. Streamerman Talks goes here. Alright, and now add image, add existing image. If I go here, should be able to do my funky shit with it. Oh, shit. Perfect. That'll work. Yay! It's all set.
Yippee!
Okay. Scale this up a little bit. Alright. My bad. Whole screen. Start game. Get in here, Boogie Woogie.
I'm waiting.
Oh.
Very impatient.
Oh. DC'd.
Okay.
Interesting.
You want to invite me back?
Yeah. Invite to play. Think that'll work. See if that works. Do I want to play Sorceress again? Yeah, kinda.
It says that I don't have the newest version of Moonstorm,
Oh. Update your mods.
so none of them showed as an update today.
Oh. I had two.
Hmm.
Interesting. Maybe try exiting out and checking.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, sick.
It showed up once I exited out for some
Interesting.
reason.
Yeah.
317 megabytes. You're telling me Starstorm 2 is more megabytes than the Rabbit and Steel game?
That checks out. 3D models.
I love
shit
I
like
love
that.
seeing that.
Yeah.
See your brilliant face light up the room around my pillowcase.
Yeah.
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 What song is that from?
No clue. I forgot.
100 Sleepless Nights, you fake Pierce the Veil fan.
I'm bad at recognizing lyrics for songs, gonna be honest.
Really?
I'm better at recognizing instrumentals. Just lyrics for some reason, like on their own. I'm like,
I'm the opposite way.
See, I'll hear an instrumental and I'll immediately go, oh, it's this artist, and then like a few more like minutes in or seconds in, I'll be like, I think I know the song, and I name the song.
Yeah, most of the time, especially with Pierce the Veil songs, a lot of the instrumentals are just like, I can't tell what song this is.
That's fair. There are a lot of similar
one word
ones.
and it's like, I know this song.
Oh, yeah. Pierce the Veil is like, I guess for me it's like the melody. It's like it's not the lyrics themselves, it's the sounds, like the melody that they're singing for me. Yeah. I'm not a words guy. Could you tell?
Not a words guy, but decides to be a streamer.
I don't like reading words and hearing words.
Always knew you couldn't read. Tell me something new.
Wow. Wow, okay. No, I see how it is. It's cool, man. It's cool, man.
I've got to bully somebody. It's part of my contract.
Yeah, that's true. I pay good money for that. Lost Skies.
Crackers of the corporeal realm.
Represent. Damn right.
Represent. Okay, I gotta stop these updates. God, I just looked at my scheduled and unscheduled on Steam. I have 18 scheduled games, 5 unscheduled. Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
I haven't updated Wuthering Waves in like 3 months.
Damn.
Peek. That's a fun game.
Peek? Yeah. We could do that as well.
Yeah. I might throw it onto the update after
Oh, right.
after Starstorm finishes downloading, because it's moving at a
Wi-Fi.
unbearable. Yeah. It's crazy because I don't even really have all that much open. Okay, well maybe Spotify. Maybe Spotify is draining that more than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Oh, and watching your live stream.
Oh, yeah. Close that shit.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Let's see, what can I look at while we're waiting? Fresh drop for Dead by Daylight. No. Fresh drop for Overwatch. Gross. Icy changed his name from Icy's Cute to Icy-san. Weeb.
Weeb indeed.
Weeb. Let's see. What interesting facts can I bring? I was talking about bog iron earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Loved me some bog iron. Well. Oh yeah, the Empire business, a stream for 1,000 hours total. I'm coming up on it. I'm halfway there.
Are you?
Yeah, 564 out of 1,000. And then like
Okay.
clockwork, stream for 25 unique days in the last 30 days. That's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Let's see. Have 50 viewers at the same time. The max I've ever had is 17 on Twitch. I ain't gonna have that again. Not for a long time.
I can't wait to watch this SciShow video of the Earth keeps making mountains in Colorado and we don't know why.
Hell yeah!
Please tell me.
That'll be.
I freaking love mountains.
I love mountains.
Oh, so while we wait, I can explain to chat the interesting geological formations in Arizona and New Mexico.
Oh?
So, very long ago, right?
Long time ago.
Starting off a little bit more recent. If you've seen anything down there, you'll know that the entire Colorado Plateau, which encapsulates the Four Corners region of Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona,
Yep.
is known for banded sandstone formations, such as the Grand Escalante, along with a lot of painted rock. You'll see that on a lot of different things. So the way that that was formed is actually very interesting. So very, very, very long time ago, the